right, hi everybody. This is your Dungeon Master Rockfist. We're here for Curse of Strahd, played by the Iron Serpents. This is session 6, entitled the Tarroka, which we'll get into that here in just a minute. So we have our players with us as always. We're going to do a little recap here in a moment, but before we get into that, I'll give you the recap, and then I'll have you guys give some commentary on how your characters are feeling right now. So last session, you guys went outside of the village of Barovia to the Kellhaven estate, which is the manor house of the guy who was very briefly the burgomaster, the leader of the village of Barovia, Amal Kellhaven. His brother Payne Kellhaven also lived there. He was the constable. You were the guest of the Kellhavens because you wanted to discuss the sale of Miss Julie's amulet, the amulet you found in the Durst household in the very first couple of sessions. And you had some revelations happen while you guys were there. You found out that he is a spellcaster, that which you already knew that, but he's actually a servant of these beings called the Dark Powers that he thinks have a great deal of influence over this land, and that Count Strahd himself may actually draw power from them. That Count Strahd might have at one time even been a servant of theirs, and that's why he was always so faithful in serving Strahd, because he thought by emulating Strahd he could get eternal life. But after hearing that Strahd had decreed that he was to be executed, he was confused, he didn't understand, but then he believed you. And so after that, you guys remember what he asked you to do?
Yeah, to cut off his finger and turn it in as proof that he's dead, and go along with a fake death conspiracy.
Yeah, basically, let's fool because he assumes that Ismark will be the new burgomaster, and he says convince him that I'm dead, and maybe that will buy me a little bit of time, and even convince Strahd briefly that I'm dead, and that'll buy me time to get to safety. He also asked that you petition Ismark for leniency on his family, which was his brother and his daughter, which you guys did, which was a pretty cool little turn of events. Um, so you also, in that conversation that you have with them all, he had asked you guys if you wanted to be taught how to basically reach out to the dark powers in the land. And every one of you agreed to be taught that, even though you don't have to do that. You all now have an ability to petition the dark powers, which is kind of like a prayer where you can reach out to these beings and ask them, answers to questions, or ask them for help. There's no guarantee at all that they will do anything, but DM discretion. I'll either declare it worked or I'll have you roll to see if it worked. But you have sort of a channel to them now. So let's go through our list here and see what your characters are feeling right now. We'll start with disdain tonight.
Oh, Disdain is feeling pretty overwhelmed by this luscious camp that we have just walked into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, 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 very excited to meet Nico's uh,
Mother.
mother. Is that yeah?
No.
This mysterious older lady that he's running for. He's been
Yeah.
telling us about since we've met him, and how we need to meet her, and now she's finally here.
Yeah, you're of course referring to Madam Eva, who you at the end of last session were invited into her tent in the Vistani camp that's west of Barovia. But yeah, good call out. It's gonna be interesting. Nico, you have been talking about this woman for a while. What is running through Nico's head as this event
He's
has
he's in
occurred?
his happiest place. He got to witness an epic press sonata. In fact, lead this press sonata. He's
Natural 20
Oh
to kick
yeah,
it off
that
with.
was
That was beautiful.
wonderful, wonderful. So he's feeling more secure in his place. Everything up until now, he's just been like, "What?" But now he's just kind of maybe he thinks she's gonna tell him something that will get him closer to home.
Okay. Rogar, what's your take on all this? You had tried to dance with a couple of the little Vistani kids and real flat-footed, and there's a lot of
Ro-
swirling and dancing all around you. And
yeah, Rogar can't dance. That's obvious.
uh,
Um, I'm not a Vistani. He doesn't dance. he's still trying to make sense of everything that's going on. I think he's kind of going with the crowd a little bit here. I don't think he's real excited about it, honestly.
Hmm.
He's not into the song and dance and all the festivities that other folk are into. But he's with his group. It's his group now, and he feels that the best thing to do is keep everybody safe, and that's where he's at right now.
All right. Dr. Crawford, clearly a lot of information was sort of dumped onto the party last session. How
Yeah.
are you sifting through all that?
At the moment, I think Dr. Crawford is kind of getting swept up in all the pomp and circumstance around the Vestani with the was it a Prestonata that just
Prostinata?
happened, and now this Tarroka reading that we're about to go into. Normally, when he is exposed to new cultures, they're usually already dead and deceased, and he's digging up their remains. So it's nice to be able to actually experience a new culture he knows almost nothing about while they're still alive and friendly towards him. So
Right. And you guys, the Prostinata, just for anybody watching the video, just a reminder, the Prostinata is this sort of ritual that the Vistani occasionally do just to celebrate things and remind each other of things. And Nico Bean of the Vistani was invited by Kojini, this gentleman on the right on the screen, who's the captain of this caravan. He invited you to kick the Prostinata off with some music, and you rolled a natural 20 and kicked it off in just an absolutely beautiful way. And I kind of thought about it after. I'm like, I gotta reward that somehow. I just absolutely do. So basically, what I'm gonna do for you is this: next time that you want to play your instrument, you can roll a 19. Okay, so I'm not going to give you a critical success on the. Now you can roll to see if you get a critical success,
Hmm.
but you basically have this 19 in reserve the next time you want to play because you're going to
Okay.
remember this moment that you had sort of built up in your head your entire life. You're at Madam Eva's caravan. You're at that Prostinata, and you actually performed the greatest you've ever performed in your life, and that confidence that gave you, that's going to manifest as a 19 on the next. You can use it when you want. You don't have to use it next time you play, but just keep it in your back pocket that whenever you want, you can declare when you go to play your instrument that you roll a
Oh,
19. Okay.
write that down.
All right. And then the other piece of what happened, right, was as you guys came into the camp and the Prostinata's music was going on and the celebration sort of subsided, it became a time of story. And Kajini got up and he told the story of the Mad Mage, which was the story of the wizard that came through Barovia a year before, and he led a bunch of the villagers on a rebellion against Strahd at or Castle Ravenloft. What did you guys have any thoughts or impressions about that story?
Oh yeah, yeah. That he could be telling the story as a warning. He could be telling the story because maybe he himself has got some ideas how to prevent that from happening again. So there's a lot of things to take away from that.
Yeah. Anybody
I
else?
I think to Crawford, it's going to be bringing back memories of Candlekeep about how the wizards there always had that whole high and mighty attitude, master of the universe, what they say goes, and uh, I think there's going to be a part of Crawford to where there's a little bit of smug thing in the back of his mind about the thought of one of those mages, even if it wasn't a guy from Candlekeep, just thinking about somebody like that getting destroyed by Strahd. So
Yeah, that's cool. I never thought of that. That you would have been interacting with these spellcaster types, and they probably would have been looking down their nose at you as just a scholar, right,
mhm.
and an archaeologist, and yeah. But that attitude of supremacy is not uncommon, especially among the archmages, the ones that are really up there in levels and have those higher spell slots. They tend to act like they are, really untouchable. But what does it tell you about the power of Strahd, if that story is actually true, the way he told it?
The way he told it, it sounded like Strahd was his equal in magic, but then he moved up to him really quickly, suddenly, and did something to him physically up close. Um, it sounds like Strahd is not only a master spellcaster, but wherever he draws his power from, but he's also a very capable physical combatant as well. So that's it sounded more and more like Strahd doesn't really have a weakness that can be exploited in a direct combat that Crawford knows of yet.
Mm-hmm.
Good observations. All right, so with that said, does anybody have any questions before we kick off tonight's session, mechanically or otherwise?
No, let's get it.
All right. So at the end of last session, Kojini had said, you know, cousin, you must take your party and you can rest here, but Madam Eva is not to be disturbed. She only comes out when she wants. And then right at that moment, the door to her Vardo swung open, and she said, "Cogini, I've been expecting your cousin and his friends. Let them in." So sort of that moment of she knew you were coming, and she's ready for you to enter her tent. And so she doesn't wait for you guys. She actually um, turns around, just goes into her Vardo, and the door's kind of sitting there open.
I'm gonna gesture out my hand to Nico and say, "Lead the way."
Say, with pleasure. So I'm going to kind of sidle up to the steps going up into the Vardo and looking around, and I'm going to enter in there.
Okay, everybody else going with him?
Yeah, follow.
Okay. So the four of you enter the Vardo, and immediately the smell of incense just fills your nostrils. It's a very sweet kind of smell, pungent kind of smell. If you've ever been in like a spice shop, it's kind of got that sensation. It's pleasurable, but it's almost a little overwhelming on your senses. It's a warm space. It's a clean space. There's a young Vistani girl in the corner, with very dark skin and bright green eyes. She's wearing colorful clothes of the Vistani, and you can tell she's folding some clothes. And there's a large table with a chair on the other side and an orb of some kind covered with a silk cloth. And a small bed that's well made, and a smaller bed even on the other side of the Vardo. But the main thing that your eyes are drawn to is Madam Eva herself. She is really, really old. It's hard to tell how old she is because you're not sure you've ever met a human woman who looks this old but is still this spry and agile in her movements. She doesn't. I'm not talking she's like doing backflips or anything. She's definitely an old woman. She's definitely kind of moving slowly through the Bardo. But for a woman that looks as ancient as her, she is certainly not moving as slow as you would think she would. And she moves to the other side of the table, and she sort of pulls her dress out from her a little bit so that she can sit down comfortably. And she says, "Sit, children, sit. We must talk, for it is our fate to do so."
Well, Crawford takes a seat.
Okay.
Nico sits down.
So does this thing.
Okay.
Yeah, if there's a big enough chair, I'll sit down too.
So as you approach the table, you actually see that there is one chair that is larger than the rest. That is just happens to be there. It's much bigger than the other three.
I'll sit there then.
Okay. So Madame Eva says, "Children, you have traveled far to see Madame Eva. You've traveled perhaps even further than you realize. You must have questions, some of which I have answers for, and some of which they are not my answers to give. Tell me. Tell me what you want to know."
Nico's going to just queue up here if y'all don't mind. He's going to say, Madam Eva. Yeah, what was that, Rogar?
Go ahead.
Okay. Madam Eva, we have come very, very, very far, but we have also overcome many, many strange things. Things that I never would have thought would be in the way in between you and I. And now suddenly, when I already have 1,000 questions, I have 1,000 more. Why is all of this happening here? Why is there so much suffering?
You ask about the land of Barovia, my son. and why it suffers so. In Barovia, all things lead back to Strahd. He is the ancient, and he is the land. And when she says that, you guys actually remember that that was the chant of the cult in the Durst basement. She says Strahd suffered very greatly a long time ago, and much to our people's pride and shame, we saved his life. He went on to commit many great sins, sins that sealed this land away from all others, sins that continue to echo through time and space. You ask me why this land suffers, child. It suffers because Strahd suffers.
That makes sense. I can see this. What does he suffer from? What happened?
Strahd suffers from a broken heart. His hubris and anger, his jealousy, stole his love from him, and he is now cursed to again and again come close to reclaiming his love, only to have her slip away like sand through fingertips. It would drive a lesser man mad, but Strahd only grows more determined, lifetime after lifetime, seeking his lost love. And in the meantime, the land and the people suffer.
Mother, so you're saying that this man, he is capable of love and he has loved in the past, and now he is doomed to repeat the same actions because he is in love with the same woman and he can never get her?
Do not mistake my words. He is a man capable of love, perhaps more so than most. But his love is a selfish love. He wishes to possess the woman he thinks is his soulmate, and nothing else matters to him than this. The lives that have been lost, the souls that have been trapped in his pursuit for his Tatiana are too many to count.
No, her name is not Tatiana, her name is Irina.
Ah, very astute, little one. And she sort of like reaches up and pinches your cheek, and it actually fucking hurts, you know? When she does it.
Is Irina with us in the Bardo?
No, no.
Mm.
Okay.
She goes, that is her name now, but she has had many names over the years. She has even sat in those very seats once or twice.
Nico is just going to recline back in his chair at just what he has heard. It is just crazy, Nick, because now she's talking about some reincarnatic love that, or something that he thinks is the reincarnation of this love that he had. And then we've promised to give her to this guy. Good job, guys.
Do any of you other children have questions for Madam Eva?
This, you mentioned Tatiana, was it? Has he ever successfully wooed her or possessed her in the past in these previous incarnations?
Count Strahd has had varying degrees of success in the past, but they have all ended in tragedy. I believe he has learned from his mistakes that a more forward attempt to take her is not successful, and I believe he now seeks to win her heart the way a man normally would. Whether he would be successful or not, I cannot say.
So, Mother, you're saying that all we need to prevent the land from suffering further is for me to go play for this man and Irina, who he now thinks she is his long lost love from centuries past. And we slap a couple of candlelight dinners, some sausages in front of them, and say, enjoy. You're saying this can fix everything?
So give me. Are you trying to be funny?
Yes.
Give me a performance roll.
Sweet. Uh,
She slaps you,
oh,
and you take 1 point of damage.
oh.
And she says, "This is no joke, little Nico. Lives are lost in the wake of this man's passion. Souls are crushed because of his curse. You would do well to take these things seriously, or worse could happen to you, my child."
I'm sorry, Mother. It's just this is so heavy. So are you saying that we should deliver Irina to him as he asked?
Madam Eva does not tell those who seek her wisdom what to do. She simply guides them along the threads of fate. How you decide to interact with Strahd in this land is, at the end of all things, your choice. Some come to Barovia and oppose him as a Dark Lord. Others try to play his game. There has not in 500 years been any who can claim victory over this man.
Madam Eva, you mentioned that we were further away from home than we realized. This land seems to be surrounded by mists that keep people from leaving, from what we've been told. Is Strahd the only way for me to be able to get my companions home? Or is there another way to...
You ask one of the greatest secrets of my people, Dr. Crawford. We possess the ability to leave the mist. That is how new items are brought to this land for trade. We are, because of our past association with Strahd, free from the curse of entrapment, and most Vistani you meet here are here by their own choice. Has there been others who have been able to leave the mist? I cannot say.
Mother, what can you tell us about the actual land? You said earlier he is ancient. He is the ancient one. He is the land. Is this a literal thing that you say? Or do you mean it a different way?
I mean that the fate of this land and the fate of Strahd are intertwined as the threads in a rope. He has cursed the land with his choices, and the land will be cursed until his curse is lifted.
I understand.
You guys have any other questions for her?
If you guys do, go ahead. Otherwise, I got one.
Go ahead.
If this land's curse is his curse, and he is doomed to forever try to court this Tatiana and fail, is there a way to lift his curse?
There must be. What curse lasts forever, I ask you, as a man of great study?
It was worth a shot, I guess.
Yeah, you definitely get the sense there's some cryptic verbal sparring going on.
Yeah, I'll probably have to
there.
dissect this video again later, but
Mother, who is in control? He is the land, he's intertwined with it, but who has brought this fate, this judgment upon him? Himself, or is there something else that is holding even the great Lord von Sarovich in check?
Strahd is held in check by none other than himself. But there are other great powers in this land. Dark powers. Whether you would think these powers are his masters or not is a matter of perspective, but I would say no. Strahd has no master.
These dark powers, we'd heard that they were in some sort of temple to the south on Mount Gacchus. What are they?
What is the wind? What is darkness itself? You ask a very vague question, Doctor, whose answer is equally vague.
Mother, what happens to those who oftenly frequent the Dark Powers' presence or request their aid? Is there anything that we should know about them? In particular, if we reach out to them for aid, what would be some consequences you may have seen throughout the years?
Okay. Yeah, she kind of laughs at that a little bit. She says consequences. I assume the worst consequences are those that I don't know about. But those that serve the dark powers well enough gain a measure of their power. And when that happens, you will most certainly draw the attention from Count Strahd that you do not want. He will have no other Dark Lord in this land other than himself. But
I
there have been
understand.
some who have there have been some who have drawn from their power in such a way that it has frightened him. And give me just a second because I want to give you guys a name. I wasn't expecting that. That's a good question. Oh, I know where it is. Hold on. Patrina. She says there was a woman, an elven woman named Patrina Velikovna. She drew on those powers to enhance her magic. She thought it would make her a worthy bride of Strahd, but he was threatened by her power.
And he was threatened by her power, and what happened?
She was
Mother, did he
never
kill her?
she was never heard from again, and her tribe, they to this day lie destroyed to the west of Valaki. All the women and children slain, and only the men left. Strahd had their ears severed, and they live in desolation now as a reminder of those who would stand against him. Y'all got any more questions for?
Oh, you mentioned an elven tribe to the west. When we were in the village of Barovia, we met I believe he was an elven man named Rahadin. Does he have any sort of connection with that tribe to the west?
Rahadin is more brother to Strahd than he is to his own people. Though the tribe that I speak of was not his tribe specifically, they were related by blood. It was Rahadin himself who put most of the women and children to the blade. He considers himself Strahd's brother in all but blood.
Mother, you have told us much information tonight. And now I would like to ask a question. The reason why I was on my way here to find you in the first place, is it really true what they say? We're supposed to wander forever without finding our home forge?
Oh, little one. And she just sort of pats your cheek very gently. She says, for the Vistani, home is where our family is. We have no land, but if we were, it would be here in Barovia. It is where our people's true history started. It is the first place a lord gave us safe passage and declared us to be under his protection. Despite all the evil of Strahd, you must understand, he has always been a friend to the Vistani.
Thanks to you tonight, Mother, I understand this man a little bit more. I think I have some ideas on how to deal with him.
No, you do not have ideas, little Nico. You have thoughts, and your friends have thoughts, but fate does not care for your thoughts. Fate guides us all, even one such as me, and even one such as Strahd. I ask you all here tonight, do you have the bravery to see what fate has in store for you? And when she says that, she spreads out on the table in front of you guys a set of cards. And if you go to your Roll20 screen, you'll see that your tokens are on the table, and there's a spread of cards. And what I need you guys to do is, let me adjust this.
I scrolled out a little bit to see everybody's token there.
Yeah, you're okay. Let's see. Okay, let me reselect this.
Okay, how many tokens are there? Was it six, and six?
Well, no, there's by tokens I mean there's you guys,
Our
right?
characters, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean cards. Is it like a row of 6 or 7? Just so I can
7.
zoom in.
7.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
I got it. I got it now.
I know I'll probably have you guys on the screen twice. I just wanted to make sure everybody can see the cards. Okay. So what you guys have there on the screen should be your tokens at the bottom of the screen. So if you scroll down and to the right, you should see on the right side of the screen your token. And what you guys can do with that is literally place your token on the card that you want to select. So when she calls on you, it'll be your turn. And then I'm going to need to pause everything, and that'll be our bathroom break for like a few minutes while I go pull the cards. Because I didn't have a fancy way to flip them. So um, let's start with. Damn, I got less screens open. All right. Let's start with.
We have to choose a card.
Yes, each one of you is going to choose a card, but each card is a very specific thing. And then this card, this is one of the unique things about this module. What you guys choose will literally determine where the very important things you need to do in this adventure are in the whole of the game. And so no two Curse of Strahd playthroughs are the same because of how you select these cards tonight. So she says first to you, Dr. Crawford. Dr. Crawford, you are a man of study. And there is a book in this land, a book that Strahd very much does not wish to be found. It is a journal of his. It tells of his weaknesses and his strengths, his struggles and his victories. He started writing in it when before he was ever lord of this land, and he wrote in it for a very long time, and yet it slips from his grasp and it finds its way into the hands often of those who would use its knowledge against him. You must pick the card that determines where the tomb of Strahd lies in the land. So
Yes.
you'll put your token on top of the card you want to select for that.
You mentioned it being a matter of the bravery to face fate, but if it really is fate, I'm not sure bravery will matter much at all.
All right, you've selected your card. Uh, Roga, mighty paladin, holy warrior. There is a blade in this land, a blade that was once wielded by Strahd's own brother, a holy paladin. It can hurt him greatly, and he fears it more than he fears any weapon. It is called the Sun Sword. Select a card that will tell you where the Sun Sword lies.
And I suppose I can't select the same card.
Nope. All right.
It is done.
It is done. All right.
Uh,
She, she says, disdain, you, though your blood flows with the blood of devils, and your own body has been cursed by darkness before, you have emerged with a pure heart and a desire to do that which is good in a land of darkness. You are most attuned to find an amulet, an amulet that is blessed with the power to harm Strahd and bring light into this dark land. It is called the holy symbol of Ravenkind. Select the card that will tell you where it lies.
Interesting. Okay.
Nico, sweet Nico,
Yes, mother.
you know how to find friends in the darkness. There is a friend to your party here. Oh, so let me get the music back. This friend, when in front of Strahd, will grant you strategic advantage over him, and your ability to stand against Strahd in a final confrontation will be greatly hindered without the help of this ally. Select a card that will show where this man or woman is in the land.
I have been looking at this since I got in here. Done.
I don't see it on my screen yet. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. It was just off screen. All right, gentlemen, you have selected your cards. We're going to take about a 3 or 4 minute bio break while I get the next screen set up with your choices, and we will see what fate has in store for everyone.
Awesome.
That's usually my answer to everything.
We're not dead yet. back. I'll show you guys what you picked. All right, we're good.
Yeah.
All right. So Madam Eva, this is the table in front of you guys, and Madam Eva says, Dr. Crawford, you selected the Raven. And when she puts that card in front, you guys see that okay, by the way?
Yeah.
Mhm.
She says, you will find the tome of Strahd in the care of a family of ravens. That's all she says. She says, disdain, you have drawn the charlatan, and you will find the holy symbol of ravenkind in possession of a holy man, though you should tread carefully with his holiness. It is not as it seems. She turns the card that you selected, Rogar.
Hmm.
Ah, yes, the Avenger, a holy warrior. You will find the blade that Strahd fears in possession of an ancient warrior who is sworn to protect the innocent, but who long ago left his oath. And Nico, you selected the illusionist. You will find a man in Valaki, a man who is far more than he seems. He would be your ally. I'm trying to think if there's any more I can give you about him.
His general whereabouts.
Valaki's what she said. Um, let me, let me
Mother,
look
mother, do you have a physical address where he likes to stay?
That's
If we were
funny.
to send him a thank you note,
For
Exactly.
being an awesome person, where would we send that?
Let's see. I lost my
I was just saying
place.
he was a
Hold on.
really good guy.
He's just a stand-up guy. Madam Eva loves you.
Just a great
See you soon.
guy. Oh, she says, um, he is an entertaining man who has a monkey.
Oh, I like him already. Cannot wait.
And finally, the card that I shall draw, the card of fate. You will find Strahd when it is time for the final confrontation at this place. And this is a really powerful card because it lets you force a confrontation with Strahd if you so choose at some point in the game when you're choosing. But the card I drew for you guys was the Mist. And this is the one card that means that you have no control on when you do or don't.
Thanks, Rocky. Just keeping it real for us. Love it.
When keeping it real goes wrong.
hey, can we get a mulligan?
Mulligan. Can we roll advantage on the Tarroka reading? So she says, fate has spoken, children, and Madam Eva must now rest. Your journey will truly begin when you leave my Vardo. I hope that you have success where so many others have failed, or your fate will be to die here or worse. You must find a way to free Strahd of his curse, or it will become your own. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm thinking. Just give me a second. There's something that I want to say. I've got to just get it right.
I want to say out of character, I'm kind of worried why we haven't had any tea yet. I thought fortune tellers gave us tea, but
Oh man, you're so racist sometimes. Someone who is always against race. You're so racist. Oh, that was out of character. You're racist, dude.
you're racist, dude.
Uh, Mother, this man, he has done this repeatedly, time and again. The same story.
Is that the question, little one?
And I don't have to tell you that it means all roads converge. So is there truly a way to arrive at the destination that we can actually help this man? Or do they just end up in the same place every time? Have you seen anybody get close?
I have seen many souls such as yourselves come to this land, and I cannot say what has happened to many of them after they have left this place. I simply read their fate and guide them along the way. But I have never seen any follow the cards fully. I wonder what would happen if a party were to do so.
Thank you, Mother. Nico's gonna swish his hair around and then he's gonna be the first one out. He knows what he has to do.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, Rogar is leaving. He doesn't believe in witchcraft. He's out of there.
All
Witchcraft believes in you, Rogar.
Also, she has a lot of old lady farts going on. So we're gonna
They smell like a
She's
smell
just
like a
been-
sickly fish.
That pungent smell this whole time has just been her like
Sickly.
gas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Dr. Crawford, Disdain, you guys have anything else to say before you leave?
I'd thank her for her time, but leave as well.
I thank her, and Crawford is probably a little bit confused because up until now, when he's had experiences with fortune tellers, they've all been charlatans. This lady knows way too much so far for this to be entirely a charade, so I'm not sure he knows what he's thinking yet.
All right. So you guys leave the Vardo and head back out into the camp, and you kind of got this moment here where it's just all of you talking outside, and um, is there anything you guys kind of want to say to each other now that you kind of as a party are outside by yourselves?
Nico, what was that?
That was the Tarroka. And that was a Tarroka, not just any Tarroka. It was read by the most gifted and legendary seer of all of our people. She is a legendary seer. Many noblemen seek her out, and when they follow her advice, they come out on top of their troubles, come out on top of their kingdom for the better. So I have great faith in what she told us was truth, and I'm going to follow it. I will do my job.
Yeah, Rogar's gonna say, do you guys actually believe in any of this stuff?
Come on, Rogard. You can't come at us that way. We've been wonderful. For a dragon Giorgio, that has never happened. I can tell you. I've been on the road many, many years, and I've never seen a dragon walk right in and be met with open arms and even asked to dance and then not told what a terrible dancer you were, because you obviously are, right? You're terrible. So you get to wield this gigantic, beautiful sun sword. Now, she told you a really cool thing. You get to get the sun sword. And I wish she gave me that job, honestly, because now I just have to go talk to this guy. But you're over here kicking rocks because you have to deal with the sun sword. Poor Rogar. You're such a dickhead.
Your guy at least has a monkey. I have some wizard avenger here. Okay, so we believe in this stuff then. All right.
All right.
Good job, Nico. Inspiration. I like it.
Thanks.
Not dickhead.
I don't care. You can report me if you want to. This dungeon master is going to kill us anyway.
Rogar's concern
Says the guy
is-
who's been killed.
Trust me, I know a guy.
It's never fully away from his brain that like my guy could die.
Yeah, so we're just sitting here by ourselves. Rogar has he's confused about the mist because the understanding that I have is the mist is pretty much everywhere. So the confrontation can happen at any time, right?
The idea that you got from her was that card would have revealed. So that card could have revealed that you can always find Strahd on Mount Gacchus, or you can
Okay.
always find Strahd in the village of Barovia. Like, so it would have given you guys a strategic advantage that that gives you guys control of a moment in the campaign where you can confront Strahd and he's not ready for you. But the miss card means that you don't get that moment. Like you'll confront him, you'll see him, he'll whatever, kind of where he is. But in terms of being able to surprise him, you don't have that ability.
Oh, good.
Which
Well, I shouldn't say you don't have that
means-
ability. The card doesn't give you the guaranteed ability to do that.
I bet you we could play ways to surprise him.
Yeah, you
right?
might be able to do some things on your own, but in terms of that card giving you that specific advantage, it did not happen for you guys.
So another thing I want to point out is that card was also supposed to tell us the venue at which the final battle would happen. Was that right, Rocky?
Not necessarily.
Oh,
It
okay.
just it could be. Some people would use that as the way to stage the final battle
Sure.
or whatever, but
So they would
not
typically avoid the area.
necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
like you might avoid that area till you know you're ready to
Till
go
you're
there.
we're
right?
super
Yeah.
buff. Yeah, till we
Or-
have our montage, right?
Yeah, the
or we're-
montage
We'll,
thing.
we'll have a montage, then we'll go to that area and
Yep,
we'll
exactly.
win.
or it could possibly be that same idea of like, that's where we're gonna go and tell him our lie or whatever it's gonna be that we want to tell him about what's going on and be prepared for that. Instead, he can just show up in front of a church and knock us back like a bunch of fools, like he does.
Yeah. So so in our party is us four and then the chick also, right?
Irina, yep, Irina, who is Tatiana reincarnated, which we just learned.
Yeah. Yeah, I got all
So-
that. Okay. So the only city that we were given is Valaki, which we need
That's
to go there
right.
anyway. And that is the next town, if I'm understanding the map
Right.
right, Rocky? Okay.
Yep.
So Rogar wants to go see this monkey. So let's see if we can't find the monkey.
So you know that the Velakis at least another day and a half journey west.
Yeah.
And it's evening, right? We were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
So
Oh yeah.
we should probably stay the night like we planned to at the Vistani.
You guys do notice the days seem a lot shorter here than they should be.
In
And the
this
nights-
area or just
Just since
Barovia
you've
in
been in
general?
Barovia, the days go by a lot fast. The daylight time goes by a lot faster than you would think is normal.
It's kind of like Harlan, Kentucky. The sun comes up at 10 in the morning and then it goes down at like 3 in the day.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. All right.
I don't know,
Let me
you
see.
crazy United States math.
Oh,
Yeah.
you'd like Harlan. It's nice.
It's like Letterkenny.
It's like Letterkenny.
Yeah. Only a lot more dysfunctional, if you can imagine. But all right, so we have a couple missions.
Can you throw the map up, Rocky?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Yeah, give me a moment to find it, and I'll get it up for you guys.
So we've got some stuff to gather. We've got to deliver Irina to.
Yeah, we're on a gather
Valaki.
quest at the moment. Yeah.
Okay,
Is there-
so do we want to gather our stuff before we go to Valaki, or I mean, there's some things in Valaki, but
Well, that's the thing. We were given a city with
Yours.
the alliance person we need. The rest of it is just gibberish kind of.
all
Well,
of,
mine's
so
a holy
all
man.
all of these things are in Valaki, correct?
That I don't. think
Did
that
anybody ask her that?
No,
I
we
don't-
didn't get any information beyond that.
Okay,
Like,
well that's a total party fail.
No, it's
We
it's
should've-
yeah. So we can go back in and wake her old ass up and but I think it's meant for us to kind of find out. So the family of ravens is unknown. Clearly, the Sun Sword is a Oathbreaker paladin somewhere, and I think the place we're going, Valaki, I believe, wasn't that other guy a paladin? Do you remember, Zoc?
Vasily von Holt was a paladin who apparently is organizing some sort of. He's doing a bit of rabble rousing against Strahd, is the terminology that was used, and he's
And
apparently
he,
well known enough that Irina knew him back in the village of
Yeah,
Barovia. She'd heard of him.
and the sword
Well,
is from an ancient warrior and supposedly held by the brother of Strahd. So
well, at one
It
time,
was
but Strahd's
once
brother's
held, yeah.
dead, like big time dead, and it's actually held now by the dude who swore to protect the innocent, but has given up the vow. So it
correct,
could be a paladin
Oathbreaker.
or a knight, or
Yeah.
a knight.
So
So
if we start poking around about hints about old paladin orders or anything like that, or in the history of this land, we might be able to make some headway on that. Because I said ancient warrior, and I would assume too paladin because of the oath thing. That's like a
and
core class thing for them.
now a holy man, could that be the paladin as well? That would be
I
Mistral.
guess it could, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's unlikely we're going to find all these in the same area. But
No,
again,
but
I'm
oh,
not
it's
sure.
yeah, for sure.
I
Well,
do
it's
feel
all
like
so just
Valaki's
not
a
to
good
give you
fit.
any spoilers, but like so the cards are random. So they could send you to three completely different points. They could literally send you all to the same point depending on how the card draw goes.
How did this card draw go?
I'm not going to tell you that. All right, so where you guys are right now is the Seer Pool. So you see where my mouse
Mhm.
is?
I see that. I
Okay.
see the Vardos there. Yep.
Okay, and then your Valaki is up here. And so
Dang,
you would
dude.
travel a day and a half up to Valaki. You have Castle Ravenloft here, but to get to, like I said, it's a mountain. So like even though you can see it from where you are, you'd have to travel all the way around to this road to go to it, or you can go west to Valaki.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are we really just going to forget that we know about Mount Gackus and the shenanigans up there? I mean,
Yeah,
are we
I
not?
know.
Are we not trying to get some dark power
I don't
infusion?
look. I think that's a level 60 zone, and we're not there yet.
And like we
I
have
think
to
we
saying
have
pass
that's
to
Death
add
through
it.
Mountain.
Valaki
Okay,
to get
that's
there,
cool.
right?
Yeah, I'm going to be straight with you guys. Like, fortune reading aside, and after we take care of Arena, I still would like to eventually go to that temple at the top of Mount Gackus to figure out
Yeah,
what the
same
hell is
here.
going
Same
on.
here.
So,
I'm gonna check it out.
Um,
And where is this? The bone grinder meal. Is it on the way too?
You've heard it's west of Barovia before you get to Valaki, but you don't know exactly
Okay.
where.
Yeah, I thought that was in that general area too.
Okay.
All right. So at least now this is actually making sense to me. We have items to gather. So let's get to gathering.
Well, apparently
like
we
the
are.
epics. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just starting the journey, so that's
I need
really
the
cool.
sweet purple pixels. That's what I need.
I'm gonna go ahead and as my bonus action here on stepping
Mhm.
down, I'm gonna beckon the dark powers here.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just playing. No, please don't do that. All right, so let's get a night's rest and then head out at first light. Yeah.
Yeah,
just as
I
a quick question, this is a
I feel
caravan.
like
Would there be any place to like trade stuff? Like, is there any?
Oh,
No.
well,
Not here.
no.
No.
okay, sounds
Yeah,
good.
this caravan's more about just protecting Madam Eva and you can tell they've kind of been camped here a long time. They don't have any real trading set up. I mean, they got like food and drink and stuff, but they don't really have any items that are really that valuable that they are looking to trade.
Any
And
strippers to buy?
Any what?
Disdain. I know you're looking for things to buy, but as even with me at your side, I cannot.
You cut out, Enos.
Oh, he's
Give,
gone.
give them a second.
You
So
cut out, Enos. Just, I don't know if you heard.
So you
Oh,
said
dude, that was epic.
you said even without things to buy, and then you like
Yes, I was
froze.
like, even at me at your side, I can't say you would get the best deal, and you want to keep your money. So let's keep your money. It's very good.
I love it.
Okay, I kind of so we're about to do a long rest. Is that what I'm hearing by the group?
Yep.
Because I kind of want to group all of my teammates up in zone of truth just to see if they all believe this shit or not.
You want to zone of truth your team?
Yeah, I want to see if they actually
Sure.
believe this shit or not.
Sure. All right, so let's cast Zone of Truth, and so that's a Wisdom saving throw for all of you. What's your spell casting modifier there, bud?
Let's see. It's
Looks like
charisma, so 0.
no, I've got an 11. So yeah, so it's right here on your sheet where it says Ability Save DC is
Uh-huh.
11. So
Yeah,
you guys
I saw
all
that, but there's
okay.
not a plus to it. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. So what you guys would do is roll your Wisdom saving throws, and that's here. And you would add whatever the plus next to your Wisdom is.
I gotta know if they all believe this shit that we've just been slung. That's what I gotta know.
All right. So let's see here. We've got. Let me get some of these windows out of the way. Okay. So, all right. So you guys are going kind of fast. I'll read it out loud. So Dr. Crawford rolls a 21, so he is not affected. Disdain, you are affected, and Nico, you're not. So Disdain, you feel compelled to tell the truth, and these other two guys, you can or can't. It's up to you.
You can always just keep your mouth shut if I understand the
That's
spell
true.
correctly.
Unless you're compelled to talk, you don't have to say anything. But he casts Zone of Truth, and he says, "Do you guys really believe this shit?" So, how do you want to answer?
I want that fucking amulet.
Okay. And he's telling the truth, and you know he is.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. I want to hear what Nico has to say for his people.
Nico's not going to tell you anything. Nico is honestly, he's finishing rolling a spliff. You don't know what's inside. He's licking it. And he's going to fire it up. He's going to hold it in, and here's Nico. He's going to go. He's going to go. And he's going to go. And he's going to flick that right in your face. And he's going to walk into the night, and he's going to cover up with a blanket. Nico out.
All right, so let's go check on Irina and take a rest, and then let's get going in the morning. Agreed?
Yep.
Agreed, yes.
You can't find her.
Fuck.
Oh, good.
Good job, guys.
Okay. Tracking mode, go. Starting to look for footprints.
Wait, do we actually have that? Do we have a tracker?
Do you have survival? Whoever has survival can roll it.
I knew this. I knew it.
Dude, I've got
You
3 in
something's gonna happen.
survival, dude. I've got
Yo,
3
so
in
do I.
survival.
I got 3 too.
Yeah,
I got
dude.
Disdain, Ernest, and Nico all have survival.
Nice.
Yeah. So she's gone. Okay.
Dr. Crawford, you got a 22. Okay. Anybody else rolling?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that should do it, right?
Hold on. Nope.
22 won't do it?
No, hold on. I didn't say no to that one. Okay, so you got a 15. I want to see what all you guys got. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, so Dr. Crawford, so the guys are looking around like, wait, where'd she go? Like, you go up to you go up to the captain, and he says, your friend, she just had a dreamy look on her face and walked into the forest. And Dr. Crawford, you run over, and you actually find her tracks, and the tracks lead into the forest.
I'm going to shout for my companions. I'm going to start following quickly.
Okay.
Nico's going to throw off his blanket, and he's up. He's at Dr. Crawford's side.
Okay.
He's a little high, but he's fine.
He's-
Yeah,
All right.
Rogo's on his way too.
All right. So you guys run into the woods. You follow the tracks, and the woods are very kind of hilly. There's a lot of overgrowth. It's very dark. And as you guys move a little bit deeper into the woods, give me 1 second. Like, God damn it, right? I blame Men's Warehouse right now because I would have all this
No,
shit ready to roll.
I also blame us because
That's okay.
he
Can you
asked us
can you
if we
turn
were
the
doing anything.
background down just a little?
Yeah,
Yes, I can.
it's pretty loud,
Pretty booming.
but it's okay. Yeah. It's
How's that?
bumping, but I love it.
Perfect. Yeah, it's
Okay,
perfect.
sweet.
So,
Okay,
how long were we in there with the old lady fart lady?
Oh, probably half an hour.
All right, so she's got a half-hour lead on us. Okay.
Not depends when she left the camp.
Yeah.
You're such a pessimist.
Look, I didn't want to go on that. I should have stayed out. That's my Rogar feels regret.
Okay, so you guys. 1 second, I need to get all this ready to go. All right. Wrong song. All right. Okay. So you guys make your way through the forest, and you're following the tracks. Dr. Crawford's kind of leading you guys. You're following behind. And as you're moving through the woods, you do find Irina. You see her walking with this very dreamy look on her face towards a clearing ahead. She's pretty far ahead of you guys. You see her at a long distance, but she's just sort of walking with this dreamy look on her face. And at the top of a hill, you see Strahd Banzarovich beckoning her towards him.
Okay, all right, so yeah.
Let's roll initiative.
What? Dude.
Oh, good. We're in the mist already. I like this.
Rocky's like, I'm tired of doing this shit. I've got stores to close. I'm just gonna wipe y'all out.
Got Dr. Crawford with a 19.
Oh, dear Lord. All right.
Initiative +4.
Got Nico with an 11.
That's not proficiency, right?
It's your dexterity proficiency.
All right.
All right. 16 for Rogar. Disdain.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I forget what my initiative is.
It should be on the front of your sheet to the left.
I'm scrolling up.
Or right, excuse me. So,
Oh, it's just one.
see right here where it says +1?
Yeah.
Alright, so we got a 9 for Disdain. And now for Count Strahd. Alright, and even Irina gets a roll. Let me see what her plus is. She has +1 as well, so. And you should see on roll 20 that you guys are on the screen. She got a 7. Okay. All right, so first in the order is Dr. Crawford, and you should, like I said, be able to see on the roll 20 screen there.
Rocky, can you bump that tune down just a little bit?
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you for telling me.
no, I'm digging it though. You need to leave it in. Leave it, but just bump it.
It's not that loud to me, so it's good for you guys to tell me it's loud to you. So, okay. So as you guys can see on the screen here, we do
I don't understand
Yeah.
what we're fighting. I'll be honest.
Oh, where's Strahd? He disappeared. I don't see where Strahd is.
Hold on. Hold on, my friends. Got multiple computers going here, so. All right. So. All right. You guys kind of have been running, sort of fanning through the woods looking for her. As you run into the forest where you see yourself on the map is where you are. And each square is 5 feet. And you do see Irina up ahead through the thicket. Yeah, so. It's Dr. Crawford, you're up first.
Sure. And is Strahd within visibility of us right now?
Yes, you can see him through the woods, but he seems to be very focused on her.
Got it. Insightful fighting. I'm going to use my bonus action to make an insight check on this guy.
Okay, and what's the range on that?
It's not a range thing. I just have to be able to see them, for what I
Okay,
understand.
you do have visibility on him.
Need a quick AFK. Quick
for it.
AFK.
Thing. And insight's +5. That is a 20.
Nice. And then do I have to roll to beat that?
It's normally opposed. You would get to make a deception roll.
Okay. Well, he's fairly good at that.
Yeah, I would imagine.
He does not pass.
Okay. So I get the ability to do sneak attacks on the guy. Can I get any sort of insight onto this guy? Because I'm thinking back to what Strahd said about. Now I don't have to get anything, obviously, because that's not baked into the ability. But you mentioned that sometimes I can get extra information from it. I'm thinking back to when Strahd mentioned that Reinholdt guy. There was somebody who supposedly looks like him that was messing with him.
Okay.
Based on what I'm seeing now, do I think this is Reinholdt or do I think this is Strahd von Zarovich?
Looks like Strahd.
Okay. It looks like the guy we ran into. All right. Okay. Well, got that. I'm going to start moving up then. I want to at least get myself in between Arena and Strahd.
Okay. You should have control of your tokens. If you don't, tell me, and I can assign
Yeah, I'm
control.
about to find out. All right. It's not grid bound, by the look of it. Oh well.
It's not. Yeah, just use the squares to give me I'm not gonna like super police it, but.
Okay, so I got the lines are faint. Apologies, so I gotta be.
No,
like,
you're
careful.
fine.
All right, so 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet. So that's my movement. And then I'm thinking I might take one of them dash actions to get up a little bit closer. So that gives me an extra 30 feet.
Okay. Roll a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Sure thing. One. 16.
Your calf really hurts when you do that, but you manage to sort of push through and keep going. So finish your movement.
I think I was at How many feet was that? 10 feet on my
that
dash.
that was 30. So that was your first.
Oh, so I hadn't started moving from the dash.
Yeah.
Sorry, you threw me off with the DC.
You have another 30 now.
Okay, so 5, 10, because diagonal is double cost.
Yep.
15.
Every other diagonal's double. It's weird, but yeah.
20, 25, 30. Okay, I think that's my turn.
All right. So Dr. Crawford has sort of run through the woods ahead of you guys. You see him sort of really focused on this on Strahd. It is now Strahd's turn. Strahd sees you burst through the clearing there, and he just sort of looks at you for a quick moment. And when he does that, he just sort of shakes his head and lifts his hands up towards the air. And when he does that, you guys look all around you, and you start to see these red eyes start populating all the forest around you. And you start to see as wolves start appearing on the ledges and just kind of all around you guys. And a couple even come up and sort of flank him. So there's a bunch of you should now see on the screen there. We have quite a few wolves that have walked into the clearing. Besides that, that is all Strahd does. So next in the order is Rogar. I need to roll for the wolves too. So do your thing, Rogar, while I do that.
Gotcha. Rogar's just going to try to get up closer to the Crawford as he ran ahead of us a little bit. So we'll
Okay.
try to do this the best we can. 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's about right.
You got it.
Okay.
What do you want to do for your action?
I'm thinking. Yeah, boy. I need to look this up real quick. Hang on. While Rocky's doing his thing, I'll do this.
Yep.
I'm 30 feet from Crawford, right? So,
Yep.
where are the other two guys where they're at? Or are they kind of right behind us?
They're on the other side of the ridge. You guys had spread out to try to find her. So
Okay. Um, I think. So they're not anywhere close to us then. Crap. Okay.
mm-mm.
I'm gonna go. I'd rather do it now than later. Um, I'll cast bless on myself and Crawford at least.
Okay. All right, so you get to add a D4. I think you get to add up to. Well, they're out of range, is what you're saying. So you and Crawford now get a D4 to 20s that you roll, as long as you
Correct.
concentrate on it.
Yep.
Okay, great, love it. All right. After Rogar, we have Nico.
Rocky, I've got the player's handbook pulled up. What are the parameters of invisibility? Like, can I cast invisibility and continue to move?
Yes.
Okay, cool, awesome. Thank you, sir. So, can I move, cast invisibility, and on my next turn continue to move?
Yeah.
Okay. Third question. Third question. Okay, so these trees in front of me go up about 7 cubes in front of me. It looks
Mhm.
like there's a narrow gap. I mean, the branches come
It's
together,
just the
but
overhang. You can move like
yeah,
normal through them.
so I can. Okay. So I'm gonna go. Can I move now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait for a second. Do you show me moved yet?
Yep.
Yeah, I see you. Real time, brother.
All right, sweet. So I'm
Hey.
casting invisibility now.
The internet's a wonderful place. Just keep going.
Good stuff.
Not my internet, dude. My internet is janky. So I'm gonna cast invisibility here,
Okay.
and that's it.
All right. So you run forward, turn invisible as you're running, and nobody can see where you are right now. You're completely
That's right.
invisible. All right. Next in the order is going to be Disdain.
All right. So those guys are. Is that 60 feet or? Mm, I think I'm gonna move up
Okay.
to there and I'm gonna use magic missile.
Okay.
Just on first level.
Okay.
At the bottom wolf there.
The one to this one right. This one right here.
Yes. Yep.
Got it.
And I'm gonna be adding my necrotic damage.
Ah, yes.
So that's +7. I got automatic with
Oh, that was my bad.
So it's 4d4. Is that how it'd be?
Yep. Is the music still too loud, or is it okay?
You're okay now. I mean, it's epic. It's good.
Okay. All right.
9
Okay.
damage.
All right. So yeah. So one good roll and the others are kind of shitty. So it does singe this thing, and it does, by all accounts, seem to be like a wolf. Like it like howls in pain. And definitely glares at you with those red eyes. Okay. Going back to the initiative, it is now Irina's turn. Irina, for her part, just keeps walking towards Strahd, but she's walking very slowly, so she only moves about 15 feet. Almost like she's trying to fight whatever is compelling her to move towards him, but she's not winning. All right, back to top of the order is going to be Dr. Crawford.
All right. I'm going to start moving up towards Irina. 5, 10, and 15. You said it was every other diagonal is double. 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
That's 30. And then I'm going to have to make a dash action. I'm going to make that my bonus action. Let's see. So it's 5.
All right, make a DC 15 Constitution save.
Man, this guy really does not like my leg. All right. 20 plus. Where is it? Cons +1.
So you start to run, and your leg just spasms, and your mind goes back to the grinder that you were thrown into, and how the damage, though it might have been healed, was not completely regenerated, and you actually fall to the ground and you're prone.
Okay. All right. I would imagine that takes up the rest of my movement I got from
It does.
my dash. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so I still have an action because that was a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Want to take a search function? Or
Hey, did he get to add his D4 to that, or would it matter?
I don't think it would have mattered on that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have Zoc, right?
bless
It
his
would-
damage rolls, right? Unless it applies to
it's-
saving throws, that wouldn't have counted.
It's a saving throw.
Oh shit. Okay.
It wouldn't have helped because you rolled an 8, so you.
True. Yeah. Even if we added a
it
full
would've been
4 to
12,
it,
yeah.
it still would have been
Okay.
too low. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. Okay.
Sorry, welcome to Barovia.
Yeah. No. Details.
I want the T-shirt. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna make the T-shirt.
Please,
Okay.
now's the time.
Is there any like rock or loose thing on the ground that's since I'm on the ground prone that I could just grab to just throw at Irina to try to wake her up?
You go for it.
Okay.
You can certainly try.
You can certainly try. You can
I'm
certainly
gonna
try.
grab a pebble and I'm gonna just try to chuck it at Irina's head.
Okay.
If she-
She's got
hey,
an armor class of 16.
Yeah, she's got that badass armor though, right?
Hey, throw hard. Hey, no cut. Just throw it.
Yeah, four seamer, buddy. Let it
Yeah,
rip.
no cut. Come on, no cut.
Dexterity is +4. I'm assuming this is a dexterity based roll, right? 1d20 +4.
It's like throwing an agility based weapon you're proficient in. So.
Right. Okay.
Laser. Laser,
Oh, that I'm
laser.
proficient in. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a higher roll then. I'm glad you mentioned that. So that's going to be +7. Woo!
Nice.
Okay.
Conquer in the
Okay.
head with a little
You
pebble.
do so. Roll damage. It's 1d4 plus your dex.
Don't
Well,
kill her.
Kill her,
You smack her
dude.
in the head with a rock.
She better be able to live. If she can't handle 8 damage, then we got a problem.
I'm gonna take a Xanax, dude. I'm gonna take a Xanax real quick.
And
I'm
roll
just,
minimum damage.
Okay, so she, this thing clocks her in the head, and you see some blood trickle down her scalp.
You bled
I'm
her,
gonna
man.
I'm gonna give her a little save here. So one moment.
What a good guys.
Strahd's not gonna want a gashed up bride, dude.
Strahd
Lay on
walks
hands.
and you roll over. Just I'm on your side. I swear.
Oh yeah, it does it. So you hit her, and she goes, "Wait, what's happening? What?" She looks up and she sees Strahd, and she screams bloody murder. She says, "No, not again, not again!" And she like pulls her sword out and she just starts waving it in front of her. But she's back in the control of her own facilities again.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
That helps.
It's Strahd's turn. Um, so Strahd looks at you, Dr. Crawford, and he says,
Oh god.
"Who are you to try to steal my bride from me? You will
That's
die,
Strahd.
fool."
No.
And he basically attacks you.
All right.
You're prone, so he's going to get advantage.
Yep, it was nice knowing Dr. C.
No, listen. Rogar has a theory, so keep going.
This is the first attack
Alright.
at advantage. Rolls 2 19s.
Oh,
No,
Lord.
1 and an 18. So one's a hit. And then the second one.
Armor class is, I think,
12 and a
16.
1.
Yep.
You got a 16. They're both hits.
Yep.
So he hits you first with his claw. Okay.
Okay.
His claw is going to do 2d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Take 5 damage from the claw. And then you are basically grappled unless you can give me a acrobatics or athletics roll of DC 13.
All right. Acrobatics is going to be my better bet. It's +4 at least. Now, I don't have proficiency in this. Do I take disadvantage?
You would, yes.
Okay. Plus.
You do get to add the D4 though that Rogar gave you.
Yeah.
To both rolls?
Yes.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
You get it for the whole fight. Keep going.
1d4.
Well, no, I'm sorry. You would roll 1d4 once, and then that's the modifier from Bless that you add to the lowest of the 2 D20s.
Okay, so let me roll the 1d4 first. So Bless gives me a 2. So then I'm going to be rolling 1d20 plus 4 twice and taking the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 6 plus 2. So I got an 8. Not enough,
That's
right?
not going to do it. So when he claws you, he literally claws you across the face, right? So you're like, oh, and all his blood comes up. But he also grabs you by the tunic and lifts you up.
Yep.
And when he lifts you up, his fangs are out. He has these long, sharp fangs. And he literally sinks them right into your neck. And he's going to do 2d6 or 1d6 plus 3 piercing.
Oh, Ernest.
So he does 1d6 plus 3 piercing, which is 9 damage, max damage.
Okay.
Okay, so I got you down to 11. And
That
then
should be 21. I got 30 health. At least I had 30 health.
Oh, you did have 30. Okay, thank you. My bad. I was wrong.
So
So
21.
what are you? You're at 21 now. My bad. All right. So then he bites you. You take that amount of piercing damage, and then you also take 2d6 necrotic damage.
Got it. Okay.
I'll tell you why.
He's a.
You take
I'm
6
pretty sure I know
necrotic.
why.
Okay, I'm sure you do too. All right, so he literally drains blood out of you, and that 6 damage he took from you is literally 6 damage also off your max possible HP. So until
Okay.
you get a long rest, you cannot gain more than 24 hit points. He
Got it.
essentially drained the maximum that you could get back. You also see, even though he hadn't taken damage, he looks a little bit more flush now. But you are kind of back on your feet, but you are still grappled with him too. Then the wolves start howling, and they start jumping down and circling around you guys and moving forward. So the wolves can move extremely fast, so they can move 50 feet and around. So these two run for you, Disdain. We'll resolve that in a moment. These two actually just move behind Strahd and don't seem to do anything else. These guys jump down, which is going to cost them some of their movement. And this one can attack you. This one's not going to quite be able to attack you, but they're both kind of in your way, Rogar. So let me do the one that can attack you. Plus 3, plus 5, okay. Alright, that's a hit, Rogar. So you're going to take 2d6 plus 3 piercing. Take 11 damage from this wolf, Rogar. Okay. Oh, I should have it on the screen too. Sorry. All right. So that wolf hit you. Disdain, we got to go to you now, buddy, and
All right. Well, I'm gonna pop shield.
that's probably a good idea. So that puts you. That would put you at 19 according to my calculations. So.
Correct.
All right. So let's
Yes.
do the first wolf. Not gonna do it. Your shield blocks him. And the second wolf, it doesn't do it. So your shield literally holds these two wolves that are biting at you like crazy.
I
Okay.
yell, Nico, get out of here!
All right. Next in the order is going to be Rogar.
I was muted. I had a really funny thing that would have given me inspiration, but since I was muted, I didn't get to say it.
Just so we know, what was it?
I forgot.
I forgot.
So I'm gonna attack this wolf that's right in front of me.
Okay.
But can I? So like this next one's gonna attack me anyway. So can I use my movement to just move up, kind of in
You want to get between the two of them?
Yeah, might as
Yeah,
well.
that's fine. I won't make you take an opportunity attack for that one.
Yeah, I just like to hear.
Yep, I got you.
So I'm strafing. I'm not taking my eyes off this wolf.
I'm picking up what you're laying down. No problem.
All right, so we're gonna hack this dude up. So we ready for it?
Ready.
Oh yeah.
All right. 20. Oh Lord, my modifier's enormous. What is it now? Can you tell me what the modifier is now? Because I think it's
It's like 60, I think.
it's like I think it's 8 now, if I'm not mistaken. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Okay, let's see here. So your modifier for your mace or
The
longsword?
the windmill sword.
That's a longsword +1, right? So
Yeah. So it was +6, and then my proficiency went up to +3, and then it's
so
+1.
you got +8 on your roll.
Yeah,
It's
I thought
1d8
so.
+7 damage.
Gotcha. Let's see. +8 +1d4. Skadoosh.
Get him, cuz.
Okay, so yeah, I'd say a 30 will hit. That's a
Alright,
good
now-
hit.
Now, how does extra attack work?
It's the second attack roll.
So I just
Get
get to. So okay, yeah. Well, let's do that too then.
Okay.
Cousin on the cleanup, dude. I love it. Come on.
1d4.
It's a hit as well.
All right. So can I like just hack at one of them, and then also since the other one's 5 feet, hack at the other one too?
Sure.
All right.
But you're separating your attacks. You're hitting one with the first attack and the other with the second attack, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Does that like give me opportunity attack or anything?
Nope.
No. Okay. All right. So let's roll the damage. So it's sorry, it's a d6 plus 8, right?
According to this, it's D8 plus 7. 1d8 plus 7 is the amount of damage you do.
All right, and we're gonna smite this first one also.
Okay,
So
you're gonna burn a spell slot, add a D8 of
yeah.
damage.
It says 2d8 for divine smite.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So then that would be 3d8 plus 7, and you burn a level 1 spell slot.
Okay. So I don't know if I did that right, but there you go.
Let's see. Yep. Looks like you did.
Yeah.
So that's 22 damage. So this radiant energy is just laced off the sword, and you smack this wolf, and blood and fur just shoots everywhere, and the wolf staggers back, very injured.
Okay.
Highly injured.
Very injured. And then you
Highly.
got to roll your damage on the other wolf.
Come on, baby. Let's get it.
Let's see. I have two
The exact
spell
same
slots
damage
left.
roll?
No. Yeah, screw it. Whatever.
Pendletons, dude.
Yeah, I'm going nuts. I'm just hacking both these bastards up.
Okay.
This broadcast brought to you by Pendletons.
They should sponsor us. I feel
Yeah,
like.
they should. They should.
That'd be pretty
dude.
cool. That'd be pretty
bad.
neat if they did.
All right, there you go. I rolled the same thing, just different
That
numbers.
is hilarious. Okay, so it's almost like you're like, boom, boom, and almost in the same swing, come up and hit the other one with the same amount of force. But you used 2 level 1 spell slots. You added a lot of extra damage to your hits. These wolves are very injured. Okay, coming back to initiative, it is now going to be Nico.
Stop being invisible, you vagina.
No, not quite yet, dude. I've got a mission. All right, so Nico, 1, 2. Okay, so I'm still invisible. Okay, so how far do I have to travel to this guy to be within earshot of him?
Of Strahd?
Yeah,
You're probably in earshot of him now.
really?
Yep. He's only about 60 feet away.
Okay, so can I? All right, here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go 25 feet to about right here.
Mhm.
You picking that up?
Got it.
All right, so I'm in earshot of Strahd and the doctor. Correct?
Correct.
Yeah, everybody. It's a field, dude.
I love it. Okay, that's great. So I'm gonna become uninvisible at this point. So I'm
Okay.
gonna do. So okay, so does talking count as an action to this guy?
No, it can be a free action, depending on what you want to
Okay.
do.
Okay, so I'm
Tell
gonna
me what you want to
persuade-
do, and I'll tell you how it fits into the action economy.
Okay, so I'm gonna yell out to Strahd. I'm gonna persuade him. I'm gonna say, this is not the way. You have tried this so many times. We know you have, and this is not the way. We will help you get Tatiana back to you. You have to stop the attack. We will help you. This is not the way.
All right, that's an action because you're using persuasion to try to influence what's going on.
Of course.
So let's roll a persuasion action. I love it. I'm gonna give
Okay.
you advantage.
Okay, sweet. I love it. I'm going to hit it twice, okay?
Okay.
The second one didn't come through yet.
I hope not.
Nah, it didn't.
I see an Uno on the board.
Okay. There you go. There's the
Okay.
advantage.
So all right. So when you say this, Strahd. Oh, excuse me. Shit, y'all didn't see that. So when
I
y'all,
had a feeling.
so when you say that, I mean you're gonna pretty much pick this up. So you actually say that, and when he looks up at you, he's got blood dripping off his chin. He's got Dr. Crawford in his hands. He looks at you with almost like an animal's like look in his eyes. They're yellow and bloodshot. And this is not the controlled nobleman that you met before. And he just looks at you. He goes, "I thirst for my bride." And you see, there's no reasoning with this man.
Awesome. So as my bonus action, I'm going to throw a healing word on the doctor.
Okay.
And healing word, it is a It's a first level spell. Let's do.
Healing word. Isn't that a it's a bonus action, right? 1d4
It
plus
is.
something.
Plus
I think.
1d4. It's
Okay.
1d4. Just two. Yeah, it's 2d4 basically.
And healing word is a ranged one, right? Because cure
Yep.
wounds is like touch.
It is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 60
30
feet.
feet. Oh, 60 feet.
60
Yep.
feet. Yeah, I've got you, dude. Come on.
I'm coming, Doc. I'm gonna kill these
Come
wolves, and I'm
on,
coming
man.
to get you, buddy.
Dude, fix
Take it.
Irina. I got messed up legs. If I have to roll a fresh character, it's not the end of the world.
No, I got you. We need you. I got you.
Hey, give him space legs. Lieutenant Dan's got space legs. Hey, he's gonna run forever now.
All right, give me that healing roll.
Out of character. This isn't Strahd. Let's go, guys.
Yeah, I
Let's
had a
go.
feeling as soon as this fight started that it was.
Let's get it.
We know, dummy. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Quit being invisible and help us kill something.
Yeah, I just did. Thank you.
Pull out your damn harp or whatever you got.
No, that is for a second. Okay, give me a second, dude. Okay, you play your class. I'll play mine. Dickhead. You're still a dickhead. I call you a dickhead. I'm gonna call you a dickhead right
Hey,
now.
love.
I got stuff right now.
Love you.
Love you.
Buddy. Love it.
You said it in synchronous. It was so cute.
All right, you rolling your Nico. You rolling your healing word healing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So do I have to roll it or does
You
he?
have to roll it.
Ah, dude, that's so lazy.
You're the one casting it.
I'm healing you.
All right.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do I get to roll my charisma modifier with it?
1d4 plus your charisma modifier. That's how much it's healed.
Oh,
160 feet.
dude, that's
Unless
so
you cast it at a
sexy.
higher level, and then it's another d4 for every spell slot you use.
Okay, there you go. Roll 2d4 plus 3.
Okay.
Incoming. Get some.
8.
I don't know what that is.
That's an 8, and so you'll burn a second level spell slot. But Rogar, you're at 32 now. Dr.
Okay.
Crawford, I got you at 23. And then you actually see Irina heal as well to full
Oh, how did I heal? I'm just curious.
because it's within 60 feet.
Oh, so everybody then.
15, 20, yeah, you're right within 60 feet. So he basically strums his lute, says some ancient Vistani word of encouragement, and all of you guys, your wounds knit up. You actually watch the wound on her forehead from the rock knit up. Dr. Crawford, you will heal almost to full because your new full is less than it was before.
Yeah.
So I'll only heal 1 hit point.
No, you healed up 8, so you're healed up to 32 is what I got.
I was at 31.
What's your new max? What's your max hit points? Maybe I have the wrong thing. On my sheet.
42.
That explains it. I've got the wrong max on my sheet. So 42, and then now
So
you're at what?
Plus 8. I was at 31. I took 11.
So you're okay. So then you're.
So I'm at 39.
39. Okay.
Okay.
And then Disdain, what's your max hit points?
You said 34, right?
Okay, I just never updated my sheet.
Oh, cool.
That's my bad.
Yeah, no,
Nico,
that's fine.
what's yours?
Nico, I'm at 33.
33. Great.
Yep. Because
Dr. Crawford, I got
Madam Eva taxed me for 1. So
Hey, look, you can stay invisible if you come out playing your power ballads like that, buddy. You keep going.
All right. Anything else, Nico?
I'm just going to shout out, hey, we've got this, brothers. The fire calls to us after this. And that's it. I'm done.
All right. Nico or Disdain, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and gonna run back just a bit back here,
Yeah.
and
So when you do that, you're gonna take opportunity attacks from those 2 wolves.
oh yeah, fair.
Are you cool with that?
No, I don't really feel like doing that.
Deal with them, Disdain. Hey, Disdain, release some just nastiness on them.
That's
Come on.
fine. I'm gonna
Nasty.
now. Can I distract them with a minor illusion behind them?
You can certainly try. What do you want to do?
I don't think there's anything to really be distracted by right now. That's the thing.
Oh, then you answer your own question.
How are they? Are they medium or small?
They're medium.
Medium. Okay, then I'm gonna gust. Use gust and
Okay.
push them away.
Okay. And that's a dex save on their part.
Strength saving.
Oh, strength save. Okay, good.
And they
gotta
look
beat
pretty strong.
They got to beat a what?
It would be against my strength.
It's your spell save on the middle right of your sheet, front page.
15.
Okay, so they got to beat a 15. All right, they get to add a 3 each to this. So one wolf rolls an 8, the other rolls an 18. So you watch as one of these wolves is pushed back 5 feet from you, and the other one is not.
All right. So that's.
Bonus actions. Do you have them? Do you have the dark powers, perchance? Perchance.
Just in case.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to be a helpful little bard here and not be invisible. Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until maybe if I get attacked and possibly use shield again. But
Okay. Now, if you can move, but if you move, you'll take an opportunity attack from the one wolf.
yeah,
But you would still be able to move.
yeah, I should just try to move back.
Okay, so you want to move away from him?
Yeah, and see if I can.
Okay, so you will take 1 attack from him. It's an opportunity attack. What's your armor class without the shield?
14.
Okay, so you will take a hit unless you cast shield.
I'll take the hit.
Okay, so the hit is going to be 2d6 plus 3.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's rough, dude.
Take 11.
11.
Let me double check that, but I think I'm right.
I think you
2d6
are.
plus 3, it is. All right, you'll take 11, bro. So you actually you're down to 23.
Mm.
So like this thing bites at your calf right as you're running away, but you do get away.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Next in the order is Irina. Irina is like looking around, kind of confused right now. She's like, "What's happening?" And she has her sword out, and she looks over at you, Disdain, and she moves towards you. Runs right past you, Nico, and she puts her hands on your shoulder and she casts Cure Wounds.
Oh, sweet.
No, nice.
Badass.
I love it, dude. That is so like not the Rocky Run dungeon I'm used to. Love it.
Yeah, I
Some
figured she
good
like
news. Yeah, she's
stabbed him in the back or something.
She walks by Nico and she says hi and she cuts your throat, Disdain. You're not dead. We will need.
Yeah, so she does that. So she runs back by you and she casts that. 1d8 plus 3. You heal 9 hit points.
Oh boy.
And as she's praying for you, you hear her praying to the Morning Lord as she's healing you.
Rocky finally got tired of us not having a cleric, so he turned her into one.
Yeah, thank God, dude. Baron had to eat it.
All right. After that, it is. She's level 3 though, by the way. After that, it is going to be back to Dr. Crawford. You are in the hands of this vampire.
Yes, I am.
What is-
Strahd.
What is his hit points at?
Who, Dr. Crawford?
Crawford's?
Yeah.
I am at 23 out of 24.
Yep.
Okay.
He lowered my maximum HP. So
Yeah,
Okay,
until the
got
long rest. Yep.
I
okay,
got you.
so Rocky, can I make any sort of roll to try to get out of this guy's grasp, like another acrobatics check or something?
Acrobatics or athletics, whatever's better for you.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna reattempt that. Acrobatics is +4. Oh, and I missed it. Am I still under the effect of bless?
You
Yeah.
are.
Okay, I'm gonna roll that bless first. All right. So I get 1 on both of my disadvantage rolls.
Mhm.
1d20 plus 4. Oh, wow. Okay, so 19.
You do actually break out of his hold. You sort of pull away some of your cloth rips on your coat, and you back away.
Mhm.
And you're still within 5 feet of him, but you're no longer grappled.
Okay. Now, was that my action?
I'm not gonna make it your action.
Okay. I'm
Sometimes
gonna
I might, depending on the situation, but right now I'm not.
I'm gonna use a disengage bonus action, which I believe I could do as part of my rogue cunning action
Yep.
ability. So I can move away from this guy out of his reach without taking attacks of opportunity.
Correct.
I'm gonna go 5 feet, 10 feet. I really hope this guy doesn't have reach more longer than 5 feet. 15 feet, 20 feet, 25 feet, 30 feet to try to block his access to Irina.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ready an attack action so that if he comes in range of me or Nico there, I can hit him with the rapier.
Okay. Well
Excuse
done.
me, not the rapier, the +1 dagger. Excuse me.
Okay, so you sort of pull out of his grasp, your cloth rips away from your coat, you back away, and he's sort of looking at the cloth like, what's happening? You see there's like a bloodlust in his eyes, almost like he's an animal in the thralls of a meal almost. So he's a little confused when suddenly you're not in his hands, but you take that opportunity and you sort of backpedal and you run down the hill, and you're shoulder to shoulder with Nico, you got your dagger out, and he's just sort of like still holding that scraps of cloth in his hand. He glares at you with this hateful look in his eyes. Or after you, it is Strahd. Strahd. And Strahd hisses at everyone. He sees Nico, who's healing people. He sees Dr. Crawford, who is the one he was trying to kill in the first place, and you got away. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a d20, and 1 through 8 is Nico, and then 9 through 20 is Dr. Crawford as far as who's going to get his attention. Dr. Crawford, he has got a taste for your blood, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
So he is going to keep moving towards you, and he does. He just sort of runs right up on you, and he's going to attack you again.
Now, do I get to attack him before or after that?
You certainly attack him now. You reserve that as your action, so you're
all right.
ready to
So
go.
with the magic dagger, that's going to be a +8 to hit.
And he's a 16 armor class.
Hey, don't forget about bless, buddy.
That's
Oh
true.
yeah, well that's damage though, right?
No, it's a
the
D20.
D20 roll.
I'm sorry. In a previous edition of the game I played, it was damage.
Yeah,
so I'm trying to train my brain to think better. I'm
Right.
sorry. Okay.
It doesn't matter though; it is a hit. So
Yeah. Okay. So it's a hit. So then I'm going to be, and since I got insightful fighting on this guy earlier, I'm going to be rolling sneak attack damage on him.
Right.
So it's going to be 1d4 plus 5 plus 3d6.
Yeah, let him have it, buddy.
17 damage from a magical dagger.
God. So as Strahd runs down on you, this hateful, almost like animalistic look in his face, fangs out, blood, your own blood dripping off his chin. As he runs forward, you sort of like slow motion, like whip your dagger in front of you and slice right across his chest, and you watch as his doublet splits open, his chest splits open, blood comes squirting out. Your own blood, really, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And he sort of stops for a moment, like surprised that you actually hurt him. All right, so it's his turn, and what happens almost immediately after you damage him, almost half of that damage heals immediately. Wait, hold on, no, hold on a second. Yep, that's what happens. So you watch as this damage you just did, which was considerable. About half of it actually just knits back in front of your eyes, and he attacks you.
Armor class 16.
Got it.
So we got half damage anyway, right?
He does still seem damaged. Yep. So.
Okay.
Okay. This is a +6 attack. That'll be a hit.
Okay.
And then let me roll the second hit now. And that's a hit. All right.
Yep.
So he claws you again. And so this claw attack is going to do 2d4 plus 3. Oh, I did 1d. Never mind. Ignore
Wow,
all
yeah.
of that. Ignore all that.
Mulligan.
Yeah, mulligan on that
I
one.
want a mulligan.
Seven,
Okay,
seven,
that's better.
seven piercing. So I got you down to 16.
Correct.
All right, then I need you to make a DC 13 acrobatics, or I'm assuming it's
Make an
acrobatics.
acrobatics check with a DC of 13. Got it.
It is disadvantage though. You don't have that
Correct.
skill.
1d20 plus 4. And do I get bless on this?
Yes.
Okay, I'm rolling the bless first. 1d4.
Yeah. Any D20, I believe.
Okay, so 20 plus 4 twice. So that's 7 plus 2 is a 9.
So he claws you again and picks you back up again. You're grappled again,
It's all
and
right.
he's now going to bite you again. So it's 1d6 plus 3 piercing, 4 piercing damage. So I got you down to 12.
Correct.
All right, and then now here comes the necrotic. You'll take 3 necrotic, so you're
Okay.
down to 9
Down to
total,
9.
and then 21 maximum. And then that 3 damage he did to you, he heals back himself.
Yep.
So he's actually almost back to full. Okay. After that is the wolves. All right, so Rogar, these wolves are attacking you, and they're going to use their pack tactics ability, which gives them both advantage. So each one will get a 2d20, and I'll take the higher. So the first wolf rolls a 1 and a 9, and their modifier is a +5. That's not going to do it. The second wolf rolls a 9 and an 8. Doesn't do it. They're biting against you. They're like trying to encircle
back,
you.
guys.
Yeah, your armor. They cannot find purchase on your flesh. You're just pushing them back with your shield, pushing them back with your armor.
They're about to get roasted. That's what's about to
uh-huh.
happen here.
All right. Then we have these others, and they're going to keep chasing Disdain. Except, yep, they're just going to keep running and chasing Disdain. So, Disdain, same thing. Let's do pack tactics. So,
Is that just when they're close together, Rocky?
when they're within 5 feet of each other, they can give each other that. You have a crit from one
Oh boy.
and a hit from the other. So you will take. Keep forgetting 2d6 plus 3. Okay. So what I'm going to do is give them an additional damage die, which is the traditional way to do a crit for a mob. So 3d6 plus 3 is the crit. 11 for the crit, and then 2d6 plus 3 for the normal. 12. The normal did more than the crit. All right, buddy. So you're going to take 23 damage, Disdain. So I've got you at 9 hit points.
Yep.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right.
Rally the troops here. Here we go.
Next in the order is Rogar.
All right. Rogar's roasting these dudes with dragon breath. I can get
Okay.
both of them right.
Yep.
You said they're gravely injured. Now, question: how does extra attack work with this?
It's an action, unless it says it's a bonus action to do your breath. I think it's an action though, right?
It is, but I don't. I'm trying to ask.
So you
how
don't get
extra.
multi attack.
Okay.
Basically, attack cost you an action point. Multi attack costs you an action point. So by level 5, your attack action becomes multi attack, but it doesn't mean that you can do 2 actions, if that makes sense.
All right. So I was curious if I could like blow fire and then also slash them too.
Only
That's
if you have
what
an offhand weapon as a bonus action attack,
Okay.
which you don't. You got your shield on, right?
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
I think the fire will do it, dude. Just let it go.
Well, and then I can move after this, right?
Certainly.
All right. Yeah. We're gonna blow them up. So what is? I don't have to do a hit with that. I just blow fire, right?
Yeah.
And then they have to roll a save, right? So.
Yeah. Save gives them half damage.
All right. So I've got
It's
breath weapon and
yeah. I think it's hang on. It's 2d6.
fire breath action. Yeah, as an action, I excel destructive energy 15-foot cone. That'll hit both of them. They have to make a DC saving throw. DC plus. It's a dex saving throw. The DC is 8 plus your con modifier plus your proficiency. So let's see, what's your con modifier?
Con is plus 2 now.
2,
Mi-
and
mi-
then your
minus.
proficiency's plus 5. So it's 8. So 13's what they got to beat for Dex.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
And they
I'm
get
just gonna
half
roll
damage. Yeah.
2 plus 2. They roll really high, so they take half. So how much
All right.
damage?
So 4.5 damage, so 5 damage.
5. We always roll a round up in D&D.
Yeah.
It hurts them. They're barely alive, but they're
Yeah.
still alive.
Okay. I guess that's all I can do then.
All right, Nico, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna cast a hypnotic pattern right here.
Okay.
It should encompass the wolves to the south of me
Mhm.
and one to the north. I think the northernmost will escape it because I think he's just outside the reach. So I'm trying to charm Strahd or the imposer Strahd
All right,
on top
hypnotic
of the
pattern
two.
has 120 feet range, so it actually will hit everything,
Okay,
the
all right.
whole every enemy on the field.
Does it hit
Okay.
allies?
Well, no, I'm sorry. It's a 30-foot cube. You're right. It's a 30-foot cube.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
it would be
dude.
Strahd and the 2 wolves to the south, and then the 1 wolf to the north. Yep.
Does it hit friendlies?
That's
I
right.
don't-
No, actually, it
doesn't
hit both wolves. So the 2 wolves in the north, 2 wolves to the south, and Strahd would all be hit by this cube.
Okay, let's roll it. So
Okay.
they'll save his
made-
wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay, so
Yeah.
clever girl. Okay, so obviously the wolves are not gonna have as much of a modifier there. I'm just gonna roll 1 for them. So
Yep, cool.
the wolves all fell. Strahd,
Okay.
on the other hand,
All right, he's not Strahd. He fails too. You're now charmed.
yeah, not to give you a spoiler, but his modifier is not great. He
Okay.
fails as well. So that means that everyone in this area is suddenly like charmed. They suddenly like stop moving. They just sort of stand and stare blankly.
Okay. As a bonus action, I can do Bardic Inspiration as a bonus, correct?
Yep.
And I honestly think since Bardic Inspiration, it's a 60 feet range, so I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Rogar down there, and he can use that for an attack roll or anything.
Okay. So you have a D6 you can add to whatever you want.
I'm sorry, I missed what happened.
He gave you Bardic Inspiration. He cast Hypnotic Pattern, and the 4 wolves and Strahd suddenly just stopped. Staring blankly, and then you get a D6 because he gave you Bardic Inspiration.
Right.
Look who's not invisible anymore, buddy. Look who's not invisible.
I'm down here.
Who's not invisible.
I'm on the lonely island down here by myself. You guys are over there.
Can you
circle
dig it?
jerking. I'm over here by myself.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I'm gonna give a Ric Flair roar here. Whoa! Come on, do it, Weezin.
So you guys watch as Nico. Does that come across as like a song or something, Nico?
Definitely, dude. It's not the lute of loathing, but it is a lute.
He's just playing this tasty riff, man. He's just like, and everybody just like stops and they're like staring at the music, and nobody's moving aggressively anymore. Disdain, it's your turn.
Rocky, I just want to point at everybody and I say there is no charge for awesomeness or attractiveness.
Disdain, it's your turn, and these wolves that were like literally tearing chunks out of you a moment before, they're just standing there now. They're not doing anything.
Let's regroup. Come on, guys.
Give me an Arcana roll.
Okay.
You know if these things take damage, it'll break the spell.
All right. I yelled to everybody, don't attack. If they take damage, they will stop their attack us back. Let's regroup.
Wait on Rogar, yes.
Yeah, well, it's just our wolves. Your wolves are almost dead. You need to finish those off. and then come
I'm
hang out
trying,
with
man.
us.
You all clearly look at this map. You all left me to
Hey,
die over here.
you need to
I'm just
hey
saying, you left me to die.
dragon harder, dude. Dragon harder, dude. Come on,
That's a T-shirt if I've ever heard of one, man.
dragon harder, bro.
Dragon harder, bro. All right. So, Justine, what do you want to do?
I'm thinking I want to give Rogar haste if he wants to come back here, but I just don't know if I should waste level 3
Rogar's
spell.
fine. I'm gonna kill these nub cakes, and I'm gonna come save you guys too. We're fine. Just don't die. Is all I'm saying.
Please save us. That's all we want. We're just holding out.
What do you want to do, Justine?
I don't know if I want to do much to Mr. Dracula face over there, but
Hey, dude, he is healing like crazy.
I'm
So
gonna
what?
use chill touch because then he can't regain HP.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
Chill touch also damages.
So you want to cast Chill Touch on Strahd?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna let you roll damage. He's standing perfectly still, so that hand's gonna get him no problem.
Alright.
Out of character, I totally feel like I'm on Family Feud. I'm like, good answer, good answer. All the time. That's what I feel like.
Oh, I'm using my book too, but with a
Okay.
plus D4.
The skull.
Yeah.
For the
Oh,
dwarf,
nice.
So 5.
Okay, so you watch as this skeletal hand appears. It grabs the Strahd guy by his neck. You see this like searing pain just sort of spread throughout his neck. Little black tendrils, and you have shut down his ability to regenerate damage.
I think I actually need to roll another plus D8 because I'm class level 5 now.
Oh, that's right. It's 2d8.
I'll do that quickly. Just
Hey, the tendrils are working though, dude. Come on, finish it off.
All right, so 10 damage total. All right.
4. Sorry, 4.
9 damage total.
Yeah,
Okay.
9 damage.
Yeah, he's still fairly healthy looking, but you did hurt him, and he cannot regenerate for a round.
Perfect.
Okay, but he does blink and sort of shake his head, and he's active again. Okay, next in the order is Irina. Irina, what would this girl do? Made her a character sheet and everything.
Nice, dude. That's impressive.
I have a friend that's actually a female role player who might jump in to be her if she survives.
Yeah, Laura Bailey. I know her well.
Yeah, she's great.
Cool. She's awesome.
Yeah. So she. Okay. So she. What would she do right now? I think what she would do. Is she would cast protection from evil and good. On herself, and so basically you watch as this shimmering field appears around her, and she is immune to being possessed or charmed by anything that's undead or a fiend or anything else.
Sorry, I missed what happened. So what happened?
So Disdain casts Chill Touch on Strahd.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Okay. It's now Irina's turn, and she casts protection from evil and good on herself. And so basically she cannot be charmed or taken control of by an undead for 10 minutes.
And you said somebody else is going to be here, you said?
Somebody else is going to be. Oh, I have a friend that might jump in as a guest star and role play her from time to time.
Dude, I love that.
Yep. Okay, back to Dr. Crawford.
All right, let's try this again.
Come on, Ernest. Come
Rolling
on,
for
Ernest.
bless, because I'm going to do the old acrobatics and boogaloo here. So 1, roll 1d20 plus 4, twice. Oh, okay, all right, so that's a 22.
Good, looking sexy.
All right, so do I shake the grabby?
You do.
All right. This guy has lost his ability to regenerate. I am going to take another swipe at him.
Okay.
Let's see here. So it's going to be 1d20 plus. Yeah, I believe it's an 8. Yes, it is. 16 plus the bless is 17.
That's a hit.
Okay, so roll 1d4 plus. I can never remember it. Hang on. 1d4 plus 5 plus 3d6. 14 magic damage to
Okay.
not Strahd von Zarevich. And let's see. So that's my attack action. I still have movement, and I still have a bonus action. Is there anything I can really do right now with that? I guess I can make a search action as a bonus action. I want to see if there's anything I can use around here to my advantage to kind of turn the tide of this fight a little bit. Because even if we cut his regeneration, I still feel like we're kind of fighting a losing battle right now.
Oh, we're not losing. Come
I
on.
got.
think we are.
Come on, dude.
Look, I got you. You're fine.
All right, roll.
So is that going to be perception or investigation?
Let's do either, whatever you decide.
Okay.
Either one.
8. I don't know why I asked that. They're the same. Oh, crit.
Nat 20. Oh my god. Oh my god. Nat 20.
Oh.
I gotta give you the good shit. I cannot keep the good shit from you. Buddy, you look up at a treetop, and there is Strahd von Zarevich standing in the tree looking down at the fight.
Yes.
But his blade is out, and he's about to spring down.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
There's no way I would have given that to you without a 20.
Or a mistake in your slideshow.
Oh, so clutch, dude. Oh.
So wait,
God.
Oh, I love you. Oh. Oh.
so can we see him now?
Only Dr. Crawford.
Oh.
Motion for his ass to come help us.
Yeah, I guess with my last bit of movement, I'm gonna point and just.
So Strahd looks at you, Dr. Crawford, and he just sort of like smiles and he nods, and let me get rid of it. I don't know which one this is. One second. There it is. So Strahd just sort of nods when you look up and see him. He's almost like impressed that you saw him, and he holds his blade up high, and Strahd literally just glides down from the trees across this other Strahd. And when he does, the other Strahd looks up at him almost with like confusion for a moment, and then just literally bisects in two, just fucking slices in half, blood squirting everywhere. Strahd turns away from him like he's already forgotten about him. And he says, "My children, leave." And you watch as all of these wolves just start backing away and running into the hills. And he looks at you, Dr. Crawford, and he says, "Doctor, pleasant evening, is it not?"
I love this guy. I
I'm
love
gonna
this guy.
kind of rub my leg and my neck and say, "It could be better."
I'm sure the paladin of your party can see to your needs. Sir Rogar, if you would, Dr. Crawford is in quite a bit of pain.
I got him.
So what do you do?
Can I move now without
Yeah.
like the wolves
You're
are gone,
completely,
right?
the wolves are gone. They ran away.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll over there, and anybody that's injured, I have 25 points of healing. Just grab a hold of the big guy, and we'll
Heal
heal
me up.
everybody up.
All right. I'm gonna take, let's see, 12 of those.
Okay.
I think Disdain needs at least 12 of those too.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that last one because that chick, she slapped me across the face,
So
and
what I'm
I'm
gonna
hurt. It stings.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over there, and I'm just gonna radiate, and just sit there in just a concentration pose, and just let them grab hold of me and heal up.
All right.
Yep.
Everybody roll a perception roll. If you don't have it as a skill, roll at disadvantage.
Perception. I have +1. Does bless still active here? Or is it
It
gone?
does. If you and Dr. Crawford still have bless.
I'll have my bless here.
Almost in that.
21 from
Almost.
Crawford.
I got 22, but I only need one. Come on.
19 on both of them.
Okay. All right. So, Dr. Crawford, let's see. Well, that was just your modifier, right?
The 1d4 turned into a
great,
1, and I rolled
great.
I rolled something good here a second ago. 20, so it would be 21 from Crawford.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys did a really. So who rolled lowest? 'Cause y'all rolled really high here. So.
Yeah, dude, I rolled a 19 plus 3.
Oh my God, you guys all rolled super high.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
19 as
so-
well.
So you guys all actually see, all of you see, Irina is actually backing away, and she is shaking, and she is covered in sweat, and she is staring at Strahd. And Strahd says, Totia, Lady Irina, please do not be afraid of me. I would never hurt you. My friends would tell you this creature, he is not me. And he motions down at the corpse. And you look down and you see there's a man with black hair and sort of feral features and almost a little bit of stubble on his face. And it is not Count Strahd. This was an undead servant of mine who knew how important you were to me. And he rebelled against me and sought to hurt me by harming you. There is no amount of apology in the world that can make up for this terrible and horrible offense. But I am your servant. And he bows very deeply. My friends, please tell her it was not I that harmed her. And she looks to the party.
Dude, Nico's going to step up here and he's going to engage Irina and he's going to say, see, this was all a ruse. This was a rogue criminal. He was in rebellion against the Lord of the land who has taken an interest in your destiny, Irina. And this is done as a persuasion, Rocky.
Okay, so you're not deceiving. This is persuasion.
No, it's persuasion.
Okay, roll it.
All right.
She says, I I believe you, Nico. And she looks up and she actually curtsies back, even though she's in armor. You know, she kind of does the curtsy motion. She goes, "My lord, my family thought we had earned your disfavor, and my father, he." She starts crying. She goes, "She thought that you sought our doom, and I think it is part of why he died. I did not know such a thing was possible with a creature like this." And Strahd says, "My dear Irina, there are many things of the magical arts that I would show you in time. But I must first have your forgiveness. You must allow me to apologize for the evil that has been visited upon your father. I will do anything to make amends." And he bows again. And she kind of looks at the party and she goes, "What do I tell him?"
Okay, Nico's gonna speak up again, and he's gonna say, "You should return to him the same courtesy that he showed you. You should bow to him. You should curtsy before him. Tell him that you mean him no harm, and that you would consider his apology."
I'm going to give you a persuasion roll at advantage because of your previous roll.
Okay, cool. Wait, advantage. So do I roll
Twice
again?
and take the highest.
Okay, cool. Got it. Oh shit.
Okay. So 16's high, bud. She says she turns back to Count Strahd and she curtsies very quickly. She says, "My friends have advised me that I am to trust you, and I trust them. Lord Strahd, perhaps I had the wrong idea about you. I am sorry." And he says, "It is not you that should be sorry, Irina. It is me. I trusted the foul creature such as Reinhold with my most intimate secret. The secret is that I am deeply in love with you. I would like to court you. I would do so properly once you are in Valaki. These men have agreed to protect you on your way, and they have shown me tonight that they would protect you even from me if I were to mean you any harm. These men have earned my favor, and as such, no creatures of the night or undead will accost them on their way to Valaki. And greater reward awaits them after. Please, go to Lady Wachter in Valaki. She will provide for you a place to stay, and I will visit you in her home, and we will meet more properly soon." He turns to the party and he says, "Will you continue your service to me by protecting Irina on her way?"
Nico's gonna chime up here and say, "Of course, I have told you, Lunati. I am Nico Tirada at your service."
Sort of tilts his head at you in respect,
Rogar just says, "I."
nods his head at you.
Staying will always help somebody get to the path they need.
"Indeed, I have observed this about you, my friend. Dr. Crawford?"
I told you I would get her to Valaki, and I will.
He turns to Irina and he says, "Then we shall meet soon, my love. Be safe." And he turns and he walks into the shadows. And that is where we end tonight's session.
There is something lovable about this guy. There really is. I just gotta say it. There's something absolutely lovable about him.
I still don't trust him.
No, of course not. There's, dude. He's just trying to. He's just trying to get his place.
But I'm gonna say I like this guy now. I want to help him.
Dude. Because you,
I want to help this guy.
because
I
you want to
really-
get out of
I-
here.
I really wanted to kill those wolves. I'm not gonna lie. I had a whole plan. It done got screwed up by this dude coming in, white knighting us. But whatever.
I gotta say, MVP battle play was the hypnotic pattern. I did not see that coming. That was
telling you, dude.
a perfect use of that spell, man. I did not see that one coming.
I had to charge into the heart of the shit and wait till everybody was in there with me. I wanted Rogar to come in there with me. I thought he would do them in, but man, those wolves and the hit points, dude. He dished out the damage and they still
He
didn't
brought the
die.
pain. He brought
Dude,
the
he
pain.
did. They
Yeah.
didn't die,
Yeah.
dude.
See, my whole plan, I was gonna kill those, and then I was gonna teleport because I have that now.
Yeah.
And I was gonna compel duel on this fake Strahd. I had a whole plan, and it then got screwed up because they passed my thing. But whatever.
So Nico turned around. He looted 500 gold from the corpse of this imposter. So how do we divvy
I
that
think
up,
not.
dude?
I
cool.
will say too, the best roll of the night was Dr. Crawford with that.
Oh,
net 20,
dude.
man.
Yes, sir.
I would not have given that to you without anything other than a 20, man. So that was fucking cool that you rolled
Yeah.
that.
You let Strahd roll in and swish swish done.
Yep.
That was what we needed.
And
for
you
sure.
shut down his and Disdain shut down his regeneration, which was awesome too. Like I didn't see that coming either. Like I feel like when I design these things, I'm like, oh, I hope I don't kill him. And then you guys fucking lay the smack down. I'm like, oh shit, I should have done something bigger. So
No, but please
It's big
continue.
enough.
Like, hey, Rocky,
Yeah,
like,
let's
you,
be
By the
honest.
way, I have been waiting for Dr. Crawford to dash since fucking 2 sessions ago. I'm like, please dash, man. I want to see this
God, I
shit.
got to figure out how the hell I'm going to play around that now.
Every time you dash, it's a DC 15 con save, bro.
Oh my God!
Wh-
Somebody kill
Why?
Dr. Crawford so I can get a fresh
His
character.
muscles got grinded up by the grinder,
Okay.
and then you
Okay.
healed him, but healing doesn't regenerate necessarily. But so he does have some damage in his legs from being thrown in that grinder.
Okay.
Question if
So basically when you dash, you roll a DC 15 con save. If you pass, you're good. If you fail, you go prone till the beginning of your next turn.
can I
Okay.
give him haste? Would that like change any of that?
Nope.
No. Damn.
I mean, he gives him double movement,
It
so he
it
doesn't have
did
to
a
dash to use it. But
it
if he
did
he's
uses the dash action, then or
You
bonus
would be
action,
better
then
off, I think, Dylan, by using the haste on Rogar, just because it also gives him an extra attack, if I remember correctly, and his attack is way better than mine. So
And I
yeah. I'm
think
just smashing
2 AC
folks.
as well.
Okay. Yeah. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Okay. So just to recap,
Mhm.
everybody's full on hit points except for me, and I have 3 minus. Right.
Let's see. So I right now have 39 out of 42 for you. I have
Yeah.
21 out of 34 for disdain. And then everybody else is full.
yeah, I'm at full.
Yep. Full,
yeah.
but your max has been reduced
I
down to
know. Yeah,
21.
that's why I was
How'd
doing
it
the
feel?
finger
How'd it feel
quotes.
to be in the clutches of a vampire?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, not fun, but whatever.
yeah.
I kept Irina from getting bit or messed with, so as
Mhm.
far as I'm concerned, I did my job.
You did
So,
great, man.
you know,
You did
like I
great.
got a
Dude,
magic sword, I've got spells, I've got this
I
hypnotic
know, I know,
iron, I
I know.
got a
You're like
rock.
whatever, but like I love Dr. Crawford, man. I love all your
so do
characters, but I
I.
love Dr.
So do
Crawford.
I.
Like I
I
would be
love
very
Dr.
stressed out if he dies. Like I'm really not hoping. I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but
So
And
I found out from my last campaign in here, I don't have control of that necessarily. So
so we ended the session just in the middle of the woods. Is it still nighttime?
right,
Can we?
yeah, you're not 15 minutes away from the Vistani camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to go long rest right off the bat, guys, because I burned through everything. I was trying to get to you, Crawford, buddy. So,
Don't worry about it, man.
Okay, so I've got one more spell slot that I need to burn. I'm going to burn it right now with the major illusion, and I'm going to say, "I am Count Lord Strahd von Zarovich, and I want you to take the Sun Sword. Rogar, you will have the Sun Sword. Take it."
Wait a minute.
All right, good job, guys.
Good
All
job,
right,
guys. Yep.
yeah, Rogar has the Sun Sword.